Turn it down. Good afternoon, good evening, sorry. We're waiting for Jake Estrada. Um, we were having problems just now with the live stream for some reason. It went pear shaped on me, but I'm back again now. I've got to say sorry to Robert and also to Anne. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of, I know that Anne's on a bit later, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to rearrange that for tomorrow and I'm going to get you on tomorrow instead. I'm very sorry about that. And I'm just waiting for Jake now to see what happens with him. But for some reason, I don't know what it was. I think I was acting something. So. No, I usually wait for 5 minutes. Okay, we're just waiting for Jake and uh, see what happens. Been told that he's on his way, so won't be long. Hello.
Hey, buddy, sorry about that.
Okay, do not worry. Do not worry. Um, can you hear me? Can you?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay. Um, after, when we had a catch up, when we kind of like first interviewed you, um, how are you now from the last time we chatted? What have you been up to?
Oh, I've been working on releasing Zoom. Zoom's hitting my movie theater here locally in about 2 weeks from now, October 15th. And then today I was scouting a new location for my next project that I'm working on, and I'm working on several other comic books, and I'm always working, always planning, and working out future potential movies and sequels and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. And who does all the movies and who does all the films? Is it you who does it all? Have you got all the equipment and everything?
Yeah, so pretty much I'm like a guerrilla filmmaker. So I'm always using techniques from like cell phones, and I got the sound equipment, I got the lighting equipment. So I'm bringing all that stuff with me, and then I get the footage, and then I put it through, Premiere Pro, and I got all the programs on the computer. I got several computers, so I'm constantly putting that all together.
And do you do small content? Do you do like I've been looking for somebody for a long time to do a induction thing on my podcast.
Yeah, I do like small productions like that too, like podcasts and stuff like that. Um, Mostly I partner up with my other partner Chuck Fresh, who does that a lot. He does a lot of short things, and right now he's been I popped up on his Amazon Live because Amazon now has like a live content where you show the products that you use. So I popped up working with him doing that on Amazon Live, streaming through Amazon. So we've done that a little bit. It's kind of like QVC, like one of the selling programs that they have. I don't know if you have QVC over in England over there where you guys are at.
Right, okay. And when you're kind of like filming, how long does it take from the beginning to the end for a film?
Like for Bocas, that was who that took about a year and a half for filming for that film because that had a lot of scenes. We were a lot of cut scenes, a lot of uh, segmented scenes. I was in a church, and then we were out in bars and strip clubs, and
Mm.
we were everywhere with that one.
Tell everybody about Focus. Tell me because there's some people who are new now watching, and they
But
probably never heard about the film.
yeah, Bocas is about a fallen angel. He's been on Earth since the pretty much since the dawn of existence. And Bocas is actually originally inspired from my comic book series that I've drawn and published. It was originally inspired off the likeness of my father, and then ultimately, when my father passed away, I stopped publishing a comic book for a while, and I moved on to other comics I was drawing and creating. So we put the Bocas on the side, and then kind of along the way, as I was publishing other comics, I would draw like gag sheets, like one sheets, and I would draw him killing Santa Claus or Easter Bunny. So it kind of became like a satire character for a while. And then I had a passing in my family. My young infant son died, Cole, and my friend Chuck and a few other people got with me, and they noticed I was kind of depressed. And they noticed that, I wasn't creating anymore. And they said, well, why don't you make a movie off of one of your comic book properties? And Bocas was the one that we ended up choosing. So I started developing Bocas, and I said, well, Bocas was inspired from my father. My father wasn't as tall as I am. I'm 6'9". I said, well, I kind of look like him. I guess I could fill in the shoes. So we started writing the script for it. We ended up coming up with a screenplay. We had all the insides and outsides with that, and then Bocas, like I said, it's about a fallen angel. He has like powers, but his powers are fading because the way I created the universe for Bocas is like the more you believe in him or the more you fear him, the more powerful he is. The less you fear him, he has to use modern man-made tools like a machine gun like this. He has to use this or a knife. So he's kind of like a regular person, but he's not because he has still special abilities. Like he can't be killed conventionally. He gets shot, he gets stabbed, and he keeps on walking. He's like a wall almost. And and I guess being 6'9" is kind of scary.
Yeah, yeah. And what was it like working with Dallas Knight?
Say that again.
What was it like to be working with Dallas Knight?
Oh, it was nice working with her. It was. I met a lot of people, and it was amazing working with Dallas Knight. I actually know her family. I know her mother and father. They're in the music scene and all that stuff. And
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and they do a lot of stuff. And they found out that I was doing Bocas, and we had the zombie walk thing going on. There was a scene in the movie where zombies appear, and we're in the woods, and we're out in a place called Palm Bay, Florida, and they have a section of that place called the Compound. The Compound is literally, I want to say about like 500-600 acres of developed roads that they were going to build homes on, and the real estate mogul who was doing that ended up stealing millions of dollars and ran off to like Costa Rica, somewhere in South America. And he left all these developed roads, but no homes. So when you go out there in the Compound, it's all this flat land that looks like it's been decimated by like an apocalypse. So a large brunt of the film takes place in that area. And there's where we had the zombies come out, and Dallas Knight came out as one of the zombies. And, she was a good kid, very talented singer, very talented, internet presence and everything like that. It was exciting. I worked with her, and I ended up working with Cecil Gardner, who was like a big cosplayer who looks like Rick Grimes from the Walking Dead TV show. And then I also worked with a guy called Rick Stafford, who is known as the true Aquaman. And then even we ended up working with Nino Mezzarino, as you know, he ended up having a little quick scene in there where he's eating tacos, and we had a huge gag in the thing where it's like he's eating the tacos, and like even in the apocalypse, there's still tacos, Nino's tacos, So we had a lot of things going on in the movie.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I want to do in a minute is so how did you get the soundtrack for Bullcast?
Okay, so how we got the soundtrack, it was an amazing story. We worked with, like I said, Chuck Fresh is a good friend of mine. He's also a singer and a musician. So he made the one song, Fallen Angel. I believe that's what it is. I should know, but I love that song. But yeah, so he made that song, and he put that together. And then on top of that, I'm great friends with Nova Rex, who's an 80s band, big hair band. They play rock and roll. And the one guy, from Nova Rex, the lead singer and the bassist and all that stuff, I know him. And they told me, yeah, play the music. And we ended up getting the soundtrack from Chuck Fresh's library and Nova Rex. And our movie, Bocas, wouldn't be anything without those songs. I mean, those songs actually made the movie come together much better, and me, I love music. I love hearing good music. I love, it gives you that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Let's have a look. I've got a video on the soundtrack here for that. Let's have a look at this.
Sweet.
Hang on for a second.
I guess it's all over. Messed up real bad this time. Doesn't look too good for the home team. You know what I mean? Just seeing my life turn from fashion to cold. Yeah. Ain't got the time for that. I ain't that damn old. One big mess made by one small group. The same people who hold all the cards. Sometimes the world needs to be saved, baby, by something bigger than all of us. Fallen angel, you come calling down, and all the stars, they shine for you. Fallen angel, don't know what to do, don't know why you're here, but I give everything to you. One by one, those who remain, yeah, we'll all start to get us back up. It's gonna take a lifetime, maybe longer, get us back to where we were before. Sometimes the world needs to be saved, baby, by something that's bigger than all of us. Fallen angel, you come calling down, and all the stars, they shine for you. Fallen angel, don't know what to do, don't know why you're here, but I give everything, everything to you.
Very good. Brilliant. What was that like to make?
That was it was fun. It was fun to help have an actual song created for the movie itself. Like I said, Jake McGrew, also known as Chuck Fresh, he was brilliant. I worked with him and we put that song together. He also plays the character Junior in the movie, and you know he wrote the song and then he sung it, and we were using it. It was a great experience, making a song just for the movie.
Right, and if anybody wants to find the movie or get the movie, where can they find it to?
Currently, right now, it's on YouTube, so you can go and you can watch the movie on YouTube. It used to be on Amazon Prime, and it was on there for over a year, and then Amazon Prime fees come up and go down, and I just wanted people to be able to find it so they can watch it on YouTube. If they don't want to watch it on YouTube, they can reach out to me, Jake Estrada. I actually have the Blu-rays for them too.
Right, okay, and it's on Blu-ray, is it?
Yes.
Brilliant, really, really, really good. Yeah, and how much is it on the Blu-ray then?
$14.99 USA.
USA. So what's that in where I am?
I don't know.
About £7 of it. That's
okay.
Good. That's good. That's good. If you send me a copy, and sign it, I'd be grateful.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. I'd love to see it. The trouble is, so what I love was the soundtrack and and the kind of like the reason behind that soundtrack, because in that soundtrack he gave his all, didn't he? And he actually kind of like he actually imagined that he was going through what the fallen angel was going through. Do you get me?
Yeah.
With that soundtrack.
Yeah, it was a great collaboration that he totally understood what I was trying to do with the movie, and he was able to bring that whole song together that way, and it was like that was the magic. That's how I call it, the magic. Yeah. It was like, wow,
Why the fallen angel? Why couldn't it be something else?
Well, because Bogas is a fallen angel, and he's trying to right the wrongs that he's done, thousands of years ago, and he's still wandering the earth. He can't return back home. He can't go back to heaven. He can't go back to his father. He's stuck here with all of us, and he's trying to protect humanity, and he's trying to give it back to them, earth, by the forces of evil, which is his own sister, who's another fallen angel who helps orchestrate the end of the world. And Bokas is trying to stop her. And as he's trying to stop her, he's just wandering, and as you see in the movie, it starts out in the clip, even shows Bokas, short hair. And then you see other scenes, long hair and beard. So he's been wandering her for a long time at this point after this so-called apocalypse. and he's still trying to, so that's what makes the song even more powerful. He's a fallen angel, and he's trying to right the wrongs that he himself has also committed.
Brilliant. Very good. And what do you think about the with the fallen angel and everything? Are you going to make another a follow up behind that? Because
Yes, I'm actually currently right now working on a Bocas. I have two different Bocas projects in process right now, and I've already casted one for uh, a prequel. It's called Bocas Festival. So it takes place before the events of that movie. So I'm working on that, and then I have a sequel, which I have not cast yet for, which takes place right after that movie. But I figured I needed to give a bit more backstory so people could know what led up to that, and people want to know. And I figure it's a perfect story because most of the characters in this other one is all new characters, and this story takes place in right around Christmas. That's why I have Festival. So I have that Boca's Tale that I'm doing, and I actually already filmed a B-roll for that film. And then another thing I want to let everybody know that Bocas will be also the movie Bocas was selected for a film festival for October 1st. We'll be playing at the Phantasm Film Festival, Shock Reel, out in Orlando, Florida. So that'll be playing October 1st at noon at the film festival. So we got that. So now Bocas is making his rounds in the film festivals too.
well done, well done. How about Estrada Media? Because you do media as well, don't you?
Yes. So Estrada Media was one of my very first companies that I put together when I was still living out in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. And there's where Bocas originally was published under that banner the first time when I released the first few books. And then I released several other books. And then when I moved out to Florida, Estrada Media still, I'm Estrada Media, and I still do that. But then I branched out into Space Coast Comics, and I did, tons of comic book work. I worked for the local newspapers as well, doing strips. I did an anti-bullying strip as well for Al Dia Today, which is the Spanish newspaper. And I did for that. And it was great about the Spanish newspaper. It was also bilingual, so they had an English section as well too. So the message was being spread in English and in Spanish. So we had that working, and then we had tons of things going on with that. And so Estrada Media is still publishing stuff, and Space Coast Comics is, and then so I'm constantly have my finger in a lot of different entertainment sector. I always say.
Yeah. I'd call it pies over here in the UK.
Yeah, pies.
Yeah, it's really good. I tell you what, I want to watch that film because I think it looks really good, and the soundtrack in that is really brilliant. And I'm going to find it later on YouTube if I can. No, I'm really really keen on it. If I say what if I'm going to do it, I'll do it.
I love it, Steve. Thank you, man. You're the man.
Yeah. Well, then I will share it on my I will share it on everywhere. I will share it everywhere because it's it looks really 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 good, and I'm always honest what I say and do. The last thing before I go is this: have you ever thought of coming over to the UK and doing some stuff over in the UK?
I most definitely would love to come to the UK. If anybody wants to hire me as a bad guy, as a dirty American coming over to get killed in the movie, I will come over. Or they want to hire me or help produce a project. I'm all for it. I'm not against that. I love to travel. I haven't traveled real far out of the country. I've traveled. Obviously, I lived in Puerto Rico as a little kid. And then I've been, all over the United States and in Canada and parts of Mexico. But I would love to travel across, the pond over there, in the UK,
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be able to find you a boat somewhere.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Stop
6'9".
rolling now.
You know, I'm a big man. You know.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Okay, Jacob, thank you very much for coming back on again.
No, my pleasure.
Next time when I come on, I want to talk to you about your comics and stuff like that next time. So
Sweet.
I'll get my wife to contact you.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'm going to give somebody else another interview. Then what I'm going to do, then I'm going to watch your film.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get it on YouTube. See, then what I'm going to do next time I see you, I'm going to give you my biggest opinion about it.
Fantastic, Steve. I can't wait to hear it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Brilliant. Very good. Thank you.